What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I actually want to take you through one of the lessons that we teach inside the Agency Training Academy on our online course. The lesson's titled The Confidence Circle, and it's about building unstoppable momentum and being confident in what you do in every facet of life and in business. It may seem a little bit woo-woo, it may seem a little bit kind of out of your comfort zone, and if it does to you, then I think this is the video that you actually need to sit and watch. It's one of the key modules that we build on. It's one of the very first lessons that students will watch, and it is a key foundation and building block. There's a few reasons for recording this video and making this lesson, and I want to get straight into it. So by the end of this, you'll understand how confidence is built, how it's built through action and not just waiting for it to magically appear, and how to use the confidence circle to consistently show up, sell, and deliver at a much higher level within your business. The confidence isn't something you find, it is something you build. You've probably seen this in your own life and in your business as well. And it's not just agency owners that feel this, but they wait to feel confident before taking action. They wait for the perfect moment. They hesitate on outreach, delay launching campaigns, or avoid sales until they're absolutely certain about something. It doesn't work that way. It's not a prerequisite for action, but it is a result of action. And the confidence circle is simply a feedback loop that shows you how to build unshakable confidence through repeated action. So what I want you to do now is imagine your life, your current life, how it is today, is the ring of a tree. You know how trees have those rings as they age. I want you to imagine you're currently the outer ring of that tree. Everything you are and everything you have right now, as you watch this video, is that current ring. You can even pause the video here now for a sec. Get a pen and paper, draw a ring, write everything you are and everything you have right now in your life and in your business. And what we're going to do is we're going to grow outside of that, and we're going to build on it day by day, step by step together. So there are 4 phases of the confidence circle. First off, in the top left, we have ignorance, and this is unconscious incompetence. You don't yet know what you don't know. You then have awareness and doubt. So this is conscious incompetence. And this is where you realize the gap between where you are and where you need to be. So this is you are aware that you have a problem, or you are in doubt about a problem and you realize there's a gap that you need to bridge. We then have learning and action. So this is conscious competence. So you're actively building the skill through a deliberate practice. And then we have flow, which is unconscious competence. So this is where you start to perform effortlessly with confidence embedded in every action. So think of it as a core function of your business that you do every single day, that you don't have to look at the SOP for, because it is just ingrained into you every single day of how you do it. And it just becomes your flow state. In between each of these phases, so in between ignorance, awareness and doubt, learning and action, and flow, there is a place called a stretch zone. So as we step into each of these, we step into our stretch zone, and that is outside of our comfort zone. That is where we start to feel uncomfortable about something. So let's try and make this a real world application. So let's put together a theory. So you currently run a digital marketing agency, and you currently run that agency and it runs at 5K a month, and you've got, let's say, 6-7 clients paying you whatever a month to get to 5K. The unconscious incompetence you've got, and you don't know what you don't yet know, is that you're underpricing your services too little for the value that you're bringing and the work that you're doing, and it's very quickly leading it into burnout. So there's 2 things that you need to do. You either need to raise your prices, or you need to bring in help. And that at that point, you don't know that. You then become aware of this. You start to get burnout. You start to realize that fulfillment is taking a little bit of a hit. Retention is starting to take a little bit of a hit because you're not following our retain model, which I taught you in the previous video. And you start to get some awareness and doubt. And this is where you start to become conscious of the incompetence and the gap of where you are and where you need to be. Now, this in itself is an entire stretch zone. You feel really, really uncomfortable here because you feel that what you've done so far is sufficient. You feel like that's where you're going to grow. You feel like everything you are doing is correct. Now, let me tell you something. If your agency is still consistently under 10K a month, you are not doing enough and you are not doing things right. You may have the correct process and the correct system, but if your agency is consistently under 10K a month, you don't know shit. I can categorically guarantee that. Every idiot on the internet can make 10K a month. But you realize that this is a problem for you. You need to stretch further. So you start to stretch again. You go through another stretch zone into learning and action. And this is where you start to gain conscious competence. You watch YouTube videos like this. You invest in courses. You get a mentor. You speak to people who are doing higher revenue levels for you. And you're starting to actively build skills through deliberate practice. And then there's a stretch here where it goes from learning and action into flow. Are you good enough to consistently be doing this? And this is where you start to delve into unconscious competence. You perform effortlessly with confidence embedded in every single action. There's a secret to this, and it's action comes first and confidence follows. You don't wait to feel confident before acting. You act first, you gather evidence of success, and then confidence follows naturally. The more you repeat this cycle, the stronger your belief of performance come, and each loop compounds your growth, turning uncertainty into momentum. So another example of this is, let's if we use this guy in the image that we've created here, and he's skiing, for example. The first time I ever went skiing, I was so unconfident, stood at the top of a slope, that I was going to fall, I was going to break my fucking neck, all these different types of things. You feel unconfident. And you go down the baby slopes and you learn to snow plow and you learn to pizza and chips and different types of braking and stopping and turning. And then all of a sudden, before the end of the week, you're up on blue runs and red runs and green runs and maybe even blacks. And all that is done is it's that consistent action that has reinforced confidence inside of you. And you absolutely can do this. It is just repeated effort over and over and over again. So if we break it down, we take action. We take a step, even if we feel uncertain. We send that piece of outreach. We make that call. We launch the ad campaign. The action can be small, but what matters is just doing it and not just planning it. How many of you sit there every single day, planning your day out within an inch of its life and then never doing it? Planning that holiday, never doing it. Evidence. Observe the result. Did you get a reply? Are you tracking your KPIs? Did you book a call? Are you learning something new? Did that campaign actually get sales and leads? What is it telling you? Every small win or lesson counts as evidence of progress. That then builds confidence. So each piece of evidence you build your belief on that you can do it again or you can do it better. And it isn't a prerequisite, it is a byproduct of action and evidence. And then that leads to more action, because with confidence comes momentum and you take a bigger and more consistent action. The cycle repeats, compounding your growth exponentially. So how to use confidence circle in your agency. So start small and set a daily confidence action. Send in DMs, post a video or ask for a referral. Just small, consistent steps to build momentum. Acknowledge every win, lesson, or step forward. Don't wait for huge milestones, and small victories matter. Track your evidence and keep a journal or tracker of actions taken and results, even failures of proof of moving forwards, and then review regularly. Reflect weekly on your actions and the confidence you're building. What's changed in your mindset with your results? And this is your action plan. Identify something you've been hesitating on. What have you been avoiding? And commit to doing it today. Absolute zero excuses. Log the result, no matter how small. So write it down, track what happened. Every single data point matters. Repeat daily or weekly and keep taking action and tracking evidence, because consistency is the key to building confidence. And then review your progress at the end of the week. What's changed in your mindset? What have the results been? And let's reflect and adjust. Common mistakes to avoid. Waiting to feel ready. You will never, ever feel 100% ready. There is no situation in life where you will ever feel 100% ready, apart from when you go to the toilet. That's the only time you will ever truly feel ready. Don't ignore the small wins, and don't focus only on the outcomes, because the process matters more than the results. Trust the cycle, not the destination. 2 tools to support your journey. You can create a confidence circle tracker or a quick win action list. And these resources help you stay accountable, visualize your progress, and maintain the momentum you need to build lasting confidence. Start today, take one action, log the evidence, and watch confidence grow. It isn't theory, it's a proven system used for generations and years and years and years for transforming uncertainty into unshakable belief. and your journey begins with a single step. Guys, if you like that video, please leave a like, please leave a subscribe, please leave a comment in the comments below of what you've been avoiding. And I'm going to leave the link for the waitlist for this video and for the Agency Training Academy in the description down below. We launch on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you're on the waitlist, you get access 48 hours early with exclusive discounts and exclusive extras and bundles in there. If you've enjoyed this lesson, guys, please, like I say, like, subscribe, and join the waitlist. And I'll see you in the next one.